Come closer. Sit where the fire can warm your feet, and the truth can warm your heart. Because this is not a story for children. It is a story for women. It is a story for wives. The elders say, when food enters a home without respect, peace quietly leaves through the back door. Listen well. In the season when the rain fell gently, on the 21st day of June, I became a wife. The drums beat. The ululations rose. Love wore white. But the elders also say, not every marriage begins with joy. Some begin with a warning disguised as celebration. We did not travel after the wedding. Work tied my feet to the ground. I said to myself, love will wait. Oh, love waited. But trouble did not. We lived near my husband's people. And because the road was short, visits were many. Then his sister began to come. Every market week. She came with food. Big bowls. Heavy pots. At first, I smiled. Because the elders say, when a woman feeds a man, it can be love. Or it can be ownership. Weeks passed. Months passed. Still she came. I asked my husband, is my cooking bitter to your tongue? He laughed. You cook like a woman with clean hands. So I asked again, then why does another woman still feed you? He said, it is love. She will stop. But the elders say, what continues without correction has already grown roots. Her name was Purity, but her ways were heavy. She was the only daughter, motherless, raised in a house where women competed to survive. They praised her. They said she held the brothers together, with soup and sacrifice. I respected her, but I did not know that the same hand that feeds can also choke. One evening, when the sun had begun to rest, she came again. My husband was not home. I welcomed her. I offered water. I spoke softly. I said, my sister, I can feed my own husband. The room went cold. Her hand rose. Before my words landed, "Pa," she said, "are you mad? Behave like the others, or I will send you back to where you came from." Then she left, and the walls watched me shake in silence. Not long after, my husband returned. I opened my mouth to explain, but explanation was not invited. Words rained on me like stones. And when he finished, he said, "Do not cook for me again. I will eat my sister's food." The elders say, when a man closes his ears, his home becomes a stranger. That night, my tears slept before I did. Days turned into weeks. Purity came freely, cooked freely, laughed freely. They sat together till night grew tired. Then she would go, and my husband would lie beside me, like a man already buried. I cried. I begged. I reported. Nothing changed. So I became quiet. Because the elders say, when shouting fails, silence begins its own work. One night, the soup came again. He ate. Then he went to bed. But instead of water, I heard struggle. I ran. He was on the floor, cold, pale. His eyes begged me for life. I screamed. We rushed him to the white man's house, where sickness is chased with machines. They asked, what happened? Before I could answer, Purity spoke. It was just the two of you. I said, it was after he ate the food she brought. Her hand spoke again. "Pa, Pray nothing happens to my brother. She said. Everyone saw. No one spoke. The elders say, when evil is respected, it grows bold. Days passed. Weeks passed. No visitor came. No soup came. Only whispers waited for death. I prayed. I reminded God that He still sits on the throne. After 3 weeks, my husband opened his eyes. The doctor said it was poison in food. His body had been washed from inside, so death could not hold him. When it was time to eat, he looked at me and said, "My wife, cook for me." In the hospital, we laughed again. When we returned home, my husband changed. He did not fight his sister, but he placed a fence around his marriage. She never raised her hand again, never spoke without respect again. Today, I thank God for the pain, for the lesson, and for the twin sons that came from a womb that refused to die in silence. So hear this and remember, not all food is love. Not all sisters mean well. And a quiet wife is sometimes the strongest woman in the room. The story has ended, but the wisdom must travel.